Hey everybody, it's Mr. X-Stitch. It's December. I thought I'd swing by and do a quick, review of the year video. Just a bit of outreach really, because I haven't spoken to you guys in so long. And well, I'm out walking the ninja dog. This is as good a time as any. How are you all? I hope that Christmas is coming and that it's a joyful time, a peaceful time. Nothing's too strenuous in this crazy world that we live in, with fast rising interest rates and fast rising infection rates and whatnot. It's been a pretty bonkers year. I'm good. I got the latest issue of the magazine out, X-Stitch magazine issue 18, mixtape volume 4, 16 designs, including a massive Space Invaders video cabinet, a massive octopus by Little Stitch TX, which is called Big Inky Bastard, and a bunch of other designs. Got some new designers in the mix. Cinnabar Canary, who I'm increasingly becoming a big fan of because she's just got a really wonderful aesthetic, and Milo Mini by Xenia, who's our first Cypriot designer. So there's they're building houses over there. My daughter's school's kind of over there. They're building houses. I remember in all those fields. I probably recorded videos about 3 months ago. Yeah, those houses go up pretty quick. Yeah, and I was pondering on this video, and then I was just like thinking about the way the year's gone, and how I think at the start of the year I was banging out a lot of YouTube content, and I feel like I sort of slightly let you guys down because I had a good thing going. I was like, yeah, I could do a daily vlog, it'd be really great, and it was fun for a while. And it's not that it wasn't fun. Come on, Herb! Herb! You can see my dog in the distance over there. Tiny black blob. Ninja. Oh, there he is. There he is! Hello! Good old boy. Yeah, I thought a daily vlog was an easy thing to do, just less than a minute and stuff. And it was all fine. And then, we moved house. And somehow, I do think sometimes you just have capacity, right? I know that you can train yourself in different directions and you can grow and stretch in the same way as your muscles can stretch and stuff. But I feel like creative capacity could be a thing. It definitely felt like moving house and suddenly being in this house where it's like, why have they put the toilet roll there when they should put it next to the toilet? And all these different things that you have to do to fit yourself into a new house. Those things really got in the way of definitely making this stuff, making YouTube videos. It just felt like I didn't have the wherewithal because nothing was that interesting to talk about anymore. And I know that sometimes part of the project of a daily vlog is just you write about or you talk about whatever's going on, and that's the process. It's the documenting of the dog walks and the things going on in your mind and this and that and the other. But it just felt like it wasn't very interesting for you guys, so I kind of stopped it. But now, amazingly, we've been in the house 8 months now and pretty much done all of the major things that needed doing. It's just bizarre, isn't it? Because so I've got a 4-year-old daughter and a 2-year-old daughter, and Flora, the 4-year-old, this is the 4th house that she's lived in since she was born. And we're not even in the army, It's just the way it's worked out is we've moved quite a lot. But at least now we're staying put, and both Flora and Annie now get to settle. And obviously I've had that whole Flora starting school. And when my wife and I moved to Cheshire a year and a half ago, just before lockdown, we never really knew what this place was going to be like. We didn't know who we were going to meet. And it was very much when Flora starts school, then that's when our social circle might kick in. And it sort of has, but it's a very unusual experience because I don't know what it was like pre-COVID with schools and stuff, but here you have a 2-minute conversation. Why do you wait in a playground for your child to be picked up if you're lucky and stuff? But we're getting there, These are very first, all of my problems are very first world problems. I woke up this morning feeling in a grumpy mood, and I think it was because I had too much chocolate last night. First world problem. But yeah, I don't know, I look back on this year, and I think this year, much like probably the next year to come as well, is one where my main focus is really looking after the girls. I think my business has survived. it hasn't thrived, but it hasn't not thrived, you know. It's just ticked over pretty much the same as it did last year. And I feel very grateful for that. I feel very grateful that I'm able to produce a magazine, and I've got, you know, a website or two, and there's a bit of like revenue that comes in. The different streams of the things that I do are enough to keep me afloat. I'm very grateful for having done the Lovecraft show. I don't know if you've listened to that. That's been a great podcast. It's one of the most funnest things I do. We finished season 2 of the Lovecraft show. We had a surprise episode, our second interview with Tom Daly. That was a good one. And yeah, we've got one more show to come out soon with Debbie Bliss. But that's been a great bit of fun as well. So the layer cake of my work has been really enjoyable this year. And I'm grateful to people like Ailish, I'm the editor-in-chief on my website, and Marion, my podcast wife, and Stacey, who does the brilliant photography for X-Stitch, and just all the people who help me out in different ways and stuff like that. You know, I feel, if I stop and think about it, I feel incredibly grateful that I'm able to survive, and I'm able to give up 2 weekdays a week to look after Annie, and I'm able to be present for my children. You know, I can't complain. I can't complain about stuff. I really can't. So I don't know why I feel like I do, but then maybe that's a British prerogative. Because let's face it, British people will complain that there's nothing to complain about, given half the chance. So, yeah, and I think I'm a part of this thing called Income School. I'm going to put a link in the show notes, because it costs money to join. It's a membership thing. But if you ever wanted to produce a living from making a blog, or indeed doing a YouTube channel, it's a really great course to be a part of. It's not cheap, but it is worth it. This is the second year I've done it, and they've just launched a new YouTube course, which I'm starting to work my way through. And it's about planning your YouTube channel. You know, it's about thinking strategically about things you can do to make that YouTube system work for you and stuff. And I feel like next year, if I'm able to do one thing more than I've done this year, you know, next year 4 issues of the magazine, doing the Lovecraft show, maybe doing an art project. Thanks to everybody who took part in Stitch Your Story, by the way. That was a great deal of fun. But I kind of feel like trying to make a serious go of YouTube's a thing. I struggle with capacity, particularly when it comes to producing videos. That's why these short form, me holding a camera and talking non-stop videos are fine, because I just bang them online. But anything that requires a bit of production just seems to be something I'm a bit short of at the moment, which I think is why, yeah, I haven't even done any trailers for the magazine lately. But I think there's definitely scope for me to do more things with the YouTube channel. I've got plans, you know. I want to do reviews of textile artists and features and stuff like that, and I think it could work. But we'll see. You know, I don't want to set myself up for a fraud. I think in 12 months' time, if I'm having the same conversation and I've just survived another 12 months but brought my daughters up to be sassy individuals, which I think they are, that'd probably be good enough, really. But I'm grateful to you, my YouTube subscribers. Thank you for being here. Thanks for being part of the adventure. Sorry the adventure was exciting for a while and has now become a bit haphazard, but, you know, we'll always be around. And yeah, thanks everybody. I want you to have a lovely Christmas. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks to Frosty for the Christmas card as well. Much appreciated. Yeah, I wish you a Merry Christmas, peace on earth, goodwill to all men. I hope 2022 is going to be good for you. And I'll see you on the other side, okay? Happy stitching, everyone. Happy Christmas.